Well, Ashley, thank you so much for joining us here today, and I guess it might feel like a bit of a trip down memory lane for you.
Yeah, definitely a lot of good memories here on this pitch. It's kind of where my professional journey started, so it's nice to be back, and it looks exactly the same, really.
Was this almost the foundation that built then what was fair to say, quite an impressive career?
Yeah, I think it was one of the building blocks in my career. I would say probably Hensford Town was the start of it, and this was the next big one. I played here for 5 years, and it's nice to be back here, and it was definitely a major piece of my career.
And you got your first call-up for Wales when you were here as well. How did that whole process come about then?
Brian Flynn was here watching Wayne Hennessy, who we had on loan. So Flinny was like, his name's Williams, is there any Welsh connection? I got a call off Peter Ward, who was our assistant manager at Stockport, and he's like, have you got any Welsh in you? And I was like, yeah, funny enough, I have, yeah, why? And he was like, you could nick a cap here. Like, looking back now, it's so funny that, I was trying to just get into one squad or just, make the bench or something in one Wales game.
And then obviously, after that, your period with Swansea began.
That's the club that probably means the most to me out of all the teams that I've played for. That's not taking anything away from the others, but I spent most time there, had most success there. There's a few that stand out, things that happened. I think that the playoff final is definitely up there because it's what I always dreamed about, the chance to play in the Premier League. So that's probably up there, joint with the goal against Belgium. For obvious reasons, it was an important goal for us, but personally it was nice to score at a major tournament at a time like that.
What, for you, were moments where you did find them really, really difficult and you did struggle?
I think one of the most challenging times for me was to leave Swansea. It was a bittersweet moment because I didn't want to, take away from the fact I was joining another unbelievable club in Everton, but it felt a bit sad that I was leaving Swansea and all my friends and somewhere that I'd lived and played for so long. I think the last campaign with Wales was disappointing for me personally. I know I felt like I should have been playing and I wasn't, and that's nothing against the boys that did play. I'd played the most minutes out of all the centre-halves and I wasn't getting any answers as to why I wasn't playing, so it was tough. I still felt like a big part of the group. I was still captain. I think those two are the two that stand out for me when I look back to say there was really tough times to try and get my head around a little bit.
In terms of that period with Wales then that we all remember, that amazing summer in 2016, that group of players, you guys had such a unique bond. What made you guys gel so well?
I just think all the failures and the failed campaigns brought us a lot closer together to the point where we trusted each other, we enjoyed each other's company. We all went through the stuff with Gary Speed and that brought us a lot closer together, and Chris Coleman was a massive part of that, bringing it together. And I just think it just clicked at the exact right year, the right time, and everyone's seen it, and hopefully everyone enjoyed it and felt a part of it because we felt like with the fans and everyone from Wales, we was all in it together.
And what's next for Ashley Williams?
I do my coaching badges, so my B licence and my A licence. So just waiting to complete that, and then hopefully we'll start in the Wales setup with an age group. And I feel like I've got 20 years of experience behind me, so it would be selfish not to try and pass on the good bits to the next generation. And I'm back at Stockport County in a kind of a consultancy role, try and see them get promoted. So, I think I'm excited about the next career, whatever that is, or the next part of my life, and we'll see where it goes.